very diplomatic. Brendan Rodgers today. He was very kind of listen. There's no doubt he's disappointed not to get a striker in this window, and he's now kind of left a bit. And he said it himself. He's left a bit light in terms of his squad. Listen, he's happy to get Jota and Jeffrey Schlupp as well, but he would have liked that striker to come in. So he's clearly disappointed. He understands. I asked him, "Do you understand why fans are frustrated here? You get money in the bank and no spent it." And he goes, "Yeah, he totally gets it." And he said, "Listen, he wasn't going to point any fingers and blame anyone. He wasn't going to put any pointed remarks about the recruitment department or the guys upstairs." He kind of said,
"He seemed to be putting a bit on Kyogo, didn't he?"
Yeah. He did.
That was what I took out of it. He was basically saying, "Look, this guy's left us in this position."
Yeah. What the follow up to that, I didn't have a chance to put to him was that if he knew he wanted away for months, then why wasn't the guy lined up to replace him?
Yeah.
So that was a little bit kind of confused me. On other matters, and he was talking about, touched the fact the last time he did get a bit angry and frustrated, and he did kind of let it be known he wasn't happy. And this time he wasn't going to do that. He's here to enjoy himself. He's not going to let anything get in the way of that. Which I think is actually. Fans might think, "Oh, that's good. He's not losing his marble. He's not going to walk out in a huff. He's not taking any offence or going to fall at anyone." But I think that's actually a bit of a red flag. I think he could have been angry. He maybe should have been angry. He could have voiced it, didn't. But that to me suggests that he's here for a good time, not a long time. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a guy who's got 18 months in his contract, less than 18 months in his contract left. He might be thinking, "Well, there's no point in me causing a stushy because I'm halfway through or beyond the halfway point. I'm only doing my 3 years and going off into the sunset." And this kind of window, which is, by the way, this is a kind of common theme now with Celtic windows. They leave it late. Sometimes they do well. Sometimes they miss out. And there's a bit of frustration. It seems to be a deja vu. Kind of, well, Groundhog Day was at the weekend. It felt like Groundhog Day today. A bit of transfer window. And you think, if the Celtic have any kind of designs of keeping this guy beyond his contract, they need to keep him sweet. And I don't know if they're doing that at the moment. The last window was a bit rushed towards the end. Last year's windows with were not great. If they have got any kind of ambitions or hopes to keep him here beyond his contract, this doesn't help. And the fact that he's not getting angry, if I'm a Celtic fan seeing that press conference today, I'm thinking it's a bit worrying how relaxed he is actually. It's almost like, "Oh, it is what it is. I'll do what I can do. That's what we'll go on and we'll do what we can."
So what's his plan then, Mick? I mean, I don't disagree with you. It's an interesting point you've raised.
Yeah, just a thought.
So what do you think his plan is then? Is it the 3 years? No, is he planning just to do the 3 years? No, assuming he does well enough that he then goes back to England, or does he go abroad? No, it's not as if he's that old that he's getting to the end of his coaching career. So what do you think's what do you think's in his head?
I don't know. I mean, listen, see that after the AGM before Christmas, I remember asking him, "Listen, the contract's coming to a point, it's a year to go, a year and a half to go. What are you thinking?" And he's like, "Oh, I might get shot at me, I might get fed up, get shot at me." And he kind of laughed it off, made a joke about it, but he never really answered it. And I don't know if he's got the feeling that he might do his 3 years and that's enough. He might go and take that time out that he wanted. He didn't. He was on a break, wasn't he, when Celtic went and got him? I think he was planning to take a year at that point, and he got cut short when Dermot Desmond came calling again a couple of years ago now. So I don't know. He might take a break and see what his options are. I think there'll be a queue at his door to come and get him. He won't go before the 3 years. But I'm just wondering now that it's getting to that point. It is on the horizon. It's 18 months to go. And I'm just thinking, listening today, and he's saying, "I'm not going to get upset." I'm thinking maybe if he did get upset, maybe suggest that maybe that's I don't know. But listen, I may be reading too much into it. Sometimes with Rodgers, you try and read between the lines, don't you? And you try and the codes, and you sometimes think, is he blinking out Morse code here? What he actually means, and it's maybe not as deep as that.